Hello, it's day 73, and I want to talk about Chronometer, part 2. A month ago, I impulse bought the Chronometer Gold version, the paid version of the calorie counter Chronometer. I did this in response to my dad once again quitting his diet. My idea was that if I were to pay for the app, theoretically I would use it more. I found that that wasn't exactly true. I use it about as much as I was using it before, which is to say, 4 or 5 times a week. So is Chronometer Gold worth it? I'm going to go with a maybe. It's like a conditional maybe. It depends on what you're looking for. For me, some of the features that I was most excited about turned out to be kind of blah. For example, the Oracle. The whole idea behind the Oracle was that it would tell you foods that you need to fill in certain nutritional gaps you might have. It's a cool idea, but it ended up being just a gimmick. Because, who's going to eat 13 pounds of pate just to get, one nutrient that they're missing? I found that its suggestions were kind of weird. I feel like it would do better if you actually gave it the foods that you like or the foods that you typically buy, and then it could recommend from there. But no, it recommends some weird things. Like, you want to eat balut to get enough protein? Well, Chronometer might tell you to do that. If you don't know what balut is, go look it up. I'll wait. I am a person who loves data. I feel like the more data I have, the happier I am. But even me, I found Chronometer to be a little bit overwhelming with how much information it gives. There are pages upon pages upon pages of information about the food that you're eating, but once again, it's only about as good as the data that you're putting in. If you're not tracking every day, it can be hard to see trends. Chronometer was never terrible about ads, but the Chronometer Gold did get rid of what few ads there were. But Chronometer is one of those, apps that I feel like is pretty unobtrusive with its ads. You don't get an ad every 15 seconds, more like a tasteful one after every couple entries. But I will say, it might be worth it just to get rid of the ads. I hate ads, man. I also found that the timestamp feature that you're paying for with Chronometer Gold was a little bit underwhelming. The whole point was that you get a timestamp whenever you enter a food, but I'm the kind of person who enters all my food in bulk in the morning or the night before, and then I just eat it throughout the day. So what's the point of a timestamp knowing when you actually put it in? It doesn't matter. And on the other side of that, what does it really matter if you categorize your foods by breakfast, lunch, or dinner? If you ate it, you ate it. It doesn't matter what time of day you ate it. There's a fasting timer that you can get with Chronometer Gold as well that will show how long you've been on a fast, but I don't do intermittent fasting, so again, kind of a wasted feature. The only good thing I can say about Chronometer Gold, well, not the only good thing, but the main good thing is Chronometer is a good app, and apparently it's been around for many, many years. I know that there's probably people out there who really love Chronometer the way that I used to love Spark People back in the day. So if you're going to buy Chronometer Gold, you can feel good that you're supporting a good app. An app that's been around a long time and hasn't been subjected to the same kind of feature creep that MyFitnessPal or Spark People was. Having said that, do I plan on renewing my subscription? I do not. I solely use Chronometer for the calorie tracking feature. All I do is put in the foods and watch the number go up. That's the only thing I do. And while it was interesting to go in there and see my sodium versus calcium intake and how the little dial would move, ultimately, I feel like a lot of that data is really useless to me. I don't really know what I would do with it. And I guess if I was smarter or if I was an actual nutritionist, some of those things would make sense to me. But I think that if you're using it just casually like I was using it, you probably don't need all of those things. And in fact, it could become overwhelming if you are the kind of person who gets intimidated by many, many screens of a lot of numbers. I haven't found another calorie tracker that makes me go, yeah, this is the one. Chronometer is good, but I feel like it's almost too bland. I'm very hard to please when it comes to calorie trackers. Chronometer is too bland, too boring. MyFitnessPal, too annoying, too judgy with its like, oh, you overate fat today. I still really miss Spark, people. I miss the way that tracker like tied into its community. But unfortunately, the community became the product over time and the ads just took over. I guess that's the reason I'm making these videos. Like, man, I would love to have like a community, like somebody out there to be like, Kara, stop eating today. You're done. You ate plenty of food. How great would it be to just have somebody on my back constantly? And MyFitnessPal tries to be that, but I hate MyFitnessPal. It's like, don't tell me what to do, robot. You're not my boss. So, Chronometer, yes or no? I vote no. I vote yes if you want to support a good app, but no as far as features go. You're not really getting that much more for your money. It is, after all, just a calorie tracker. And spending that kind of money probably isn't going to prompt you to use it any more often. The best calorie tracker is one you use regularly. And for me, that's not Chronometer. Still looking for that holy grail. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.